Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss the global human resource management. We will discuss its functions, then its staffing policies and barriers which are faced by the global human resource management. For more videos related to MCOM, MBA, BBA and BCom, do subscribe to my channel Kamal Setu. This concept of global HRM has gained relevance with the spread of globalization. The increased workforce diversity and cultural sensitivities have emerged with globalization. And all this led to the development of global human resource management. The global human resource management can be defined as the discipline of taking care of the employees or the workforce in a public or a private company which is operating in more than one country, or we can say a multinational company. So it means supporting, managing, engaging employees around the world and deploying common policies, but also taking into account the local culture and customs of the host country. So based on this, the global HRM has following main objectives. The first one is to create a local appeal without compromising upon the global identity of a business firm. This means that the multinational companies has to maintain their own identity along with the local appeal of the host country. Then second is generating awareness of cross-cultural sensitivities among the employees and the managers globally and hiring the staff across various geographical boundaries or different countries. Then the third and the most important one is training upon the culture and sensitivities of the host countries. As we know that the staff or the employees has to be familiar with the host country customs, culture and values. So they are need to be trained regarding the host country social and cultural system. The functions of global human resource management are almost similar to the functions of the human resource management department, but in this case they do it on a global scale. So the primary function is the recruitment and selection, then which is followed by the training and development of the employees. So in training and development, the main focus is given upon the culture and cultures and sensitivities of the host country or the country in which they have to work. Then the third one is salaries and compensation management. So the salary structure or the wage structures will depend upon the country in which they are operating or in the country in which they are placed. Then there are administrative functions where the global human resource management has to look into some of the problems that come across due to the mergers of more than two companies or due to acquisition of companies. And then the last one is handling the legal issues. This is the one of the most important function of global human resource management, as the companies operate in more than one country. So there are different legal norms, there are different tax structures. So the global human resource management had to be highly updated and should be familiar with the host country legal norms and tax structures. So this was all related to the functions of the global human resource management. There are basically three types of employees working in a multinational company, or there are three kinds of employees that are part of global human resource management. The first one are the PCNs, that is parent country nationals. These are the employees belonging to the country where a company's headquarters are located. Basically, they are the parent country nationals. Then the host country nationals, that are HCNs. These are the employees belonging to the country where the company has set up its branch, or the company from where it is operating. And the third one is third country nationals. So these are the employees who work in the home country or the host country of the company but are not the nationals of the either, means they are not the nationals of the host country nor of the parent country, they belong to any other third country. So let's discuss this with the example. Like Walmart operates in India. So if the manager belongs to India, then he is host country national. And if the manager of the store belongs to the US, then that employee is a parent country national, as Walmart is a US based company. And if the manager of a branch of a Walmart operating in India belongs to any other country, like Sri Lanka or Canada or Australia, then he is a third country national. Hope this is clear with this example. Next comes the staffing policies. So deciding upon the top management or key positions is very tricky, whether to choose a local from the host country for a key position or deploy one from the parent country assumes much importance. And finally, whether or not to have a uniform hiring policy globally remains a big challenge for various multinational organizations. So basically, three types of staffing policies are followed by the multinational companies. The first one is ethnocentric. So in this case, the key management positions are filled by the parent country individuals. Like I have discussed the example of a Walmart. If the Walmart is operating in India and they are following the ethnocentric hiring policy, so the key positions will be held by the people belonging to the US or the parent country. And second is the polycentric. In this case, the host country nationals manage the branches where the company is operating. Like the Indian stores will be managed by the people or the employees from India, if the policy or the approach is polycentric approach. Then the third one is geocentric approach. In this case, the staffing policy is this type of staffing policy is the best one, as in this case most competent people or the employees hold the key position irrespective whether they belong to the host country or the parent country. So geocentric staffing policy seems to be best suited when it comes to global human source management or the multinational companies. The human sources are deployed productively and it helps to build a strong cultural and informal management network. When the business organizations operate in more than one country, they come across certain kind of barriers. So the global human source management suffers due to the barriers faced by the globalizations. The first one is economic factors. So the economic factors of a host nation and a parent country are very much responsible for the growth of the business or a multinational company. So if the any of either the host nation or the parent nation economy is not doing good or is not on a growth side, the global human resource management suffers. Then there are political and legal factors. This we have already discussed, that there are different tax structures or legal norms in different countries. So in one nation it can be beneficial for the company, while in another nation it can act as a barrier. So there can be different political situations like civil wars, terrorism, or instability in the government functioning, which affect the global human source management. And the third one is the cultural factors. So every country has its unique and own culture. So the global human resource management has a great challenge to adapt according to the host country's culture. Is to change their policies, their process, due to the culture prevailing in the host country in which they are going to operate. Then the last one is the industrial relations. So the policies, the procedures of global human source management are affected by the relation of workers with the employees along with management, because the nature of these relations varies from one country to another. The existence of trade unions also impact the industrial relations. So we can say that the global human source management should develop and implement their policies and practices according to the host countries' prevailing economic, political, legal, and cultural conditions. So this was all in today's lecture session related to global human resource management. So we can conclude that the functions are almost similar, but here the department operates on a larger scale or on a global scale. Thank you.